My monologue is First Kiss by Mollie Doyle. In my mind, I imagine that someone has just asked me to please describe my most vivid childhood memory. I was little, 6, sports camp, soccer, swimming. I can't remember what the third sport was, but I know there was one. It was, we moved from activity to activity with little beads of sweat rolling down our foreheads. It was my second day. The soccer counselor told us we would play in the hockey rink. It would be cooler. Oh, there was no ice. It was just a cement oval with white sides scarred with black hockey pucks. The counselor divided us into 2 teams. Oh, it wasn't really soccer. A pack of children chasing a ball around, screaming. Near the end of that day's session, I fell, and I scraped my knee. Blood gushed down my shin. Everybody stopped playing. My giant flap of skin, hanging from a jagged piece of cement, was better than any leather ball. One boy dared a girl to touch it. The counselor sent the others off to the pool, and he took me to see the nurse. Only she wasn't there, so he looked after my knee himself. Peroxide, bandages, tape, artfully applied so that I could even bend my knee without the tape pulling against my skin. He told me I had played well, and he patted me on the back. I thanked him. And I went home that day and I told my mother I loved soccer. The next day, the counselor had the group circle up, and he invited me to join him in the center. He asked me how my knee was, and I told him it was fine. And then he asked me how I planned to thank him for fixing it up. And I said, I didn't know. And he said, young lady, you really don't know your please and thank yous? How about a kiss? And I told him kissing was gross. And he just laughed and asked the others if they thought he deserved a kiss, and of course they all screamed yes! He told me to lie down. I shook my head and said I didn't want to. He chuckled and he gently pulled me down onto the sunburned yellow grass so that we were lying next to each other in the middle of the group like sardines in a can. I rolled away. 2 kids pushed me back to him. The counselor grabbed me, pulled my head to his, and he kissed me, forcing his tongue between my lips. I gagged and I squirmed. It was awful. The kids laughed. I wet my pants. The counselor turned red, and he grabbed my arm, pinching the triceps between his thumb and forefinger, and he dragged me off the side of the field. He told me to go home, to get some diapers. I ran home that day, and I told my mother I hated camp, especially soccer, and that I couldn't even find a bathroom. The next day, I didn't want to go back, but my mother insisted, promising me that she'd show me where the toilets were. I did not tell her why I didn't like soccer, why I didn't like camp, especially soccer. A piece of me was too young to trust my instinct, to know that kissing was not part of the game. 29 years later, I returned to that field, and I play with this. May my daughter's first kiss, may your daughter's first kiss, may everyone's daughter's first kiss be anticipated and wanted